when anybody begins to explore God, he has entered a realm of knowledge called theism. And we said there are two dimensions to theism. The first dimension to theism is a belief system that does not believe in the existence of God. And then the second aspect of theism is a belief system about God that believes in his existence. So there are people in this world that are non-theistic. That means they don't believe in the existence of God. And there are people in this world that are theistic. That means they believe in the existence of God. In order to give better clarity, we decided to categorize them into basic aspects of this belief system. And so for the non-theistic people, we said there are four major non-theistic views. Number one, we said atheism. And those who practice atheism are called atheists. What is this belief system? They don't believe God exists at all. And so as far as they are concerned, they are their own God. Anything they want to do is what they will do. There's no consequence about it. They decide how to live their lives, and should any consequence come from it, they are willing to handle it. They are the God of themselves because there's no God anywhere. That's the atheistic view. And then we say we have the agnosticism. And we said the agnosticism is practiced by people called agnostics. And what do they believe? They believe God may exist, but man does not have the mental competence to find him. And so if God exists and we cannot find God, it's better to just sustain a willful ignorance. So the agnostic is not arguing that God does not exist, but as far as it's concerned, even if he does, you can't know him. So let's just enjoy our ignorance and go away. So for the agnostic, his willful ignorance is his God. And then we say we have the pragmaticism, or those who are called pragmatists. And what is this belief system? They believe that what you can see and touch is what is. Forget the idea of God. If you cannot verify it scientifically, if you cannot verify it factually, forget any other thing you are doing. Everything you are doing as far as they are concerned is mysticism. So they deal with life as they see it. And so what they see and touch is their God. So as far as they are concerned, there's no God anywhere. The earth is about facts. The earth is about reality. What you know, see and touch as far as your senses are concerned. And then we have those that we call existentialisms. And the existentialism type of belief is a belief that sustains a faith kind of operation that the world is purposeless. So just enjoy yourself. Anything you do that brings enjoyment, just do it while it lasts. That is what life is about. So life is about enjoying yourself and having fun. So every other holiday, they are looking for one of the places where there is a world wonder to go and enjoy themselves. So holiday in January, they are in Dubai. Holiday in February, they are in Tokyo. Holiday in March, they are in Bahamas. As far as they are concerned, life is pleasure. Enjoy, enjoy. Today you are here, tomorrow you are no more, and life is over. There's nothing like God as far as they are concerned. So these are some of the major non-theistic views. And then we said, when you are dealing with the theistic views, there are also about 4 major theistic views. And we began to look at them. 5 of them actually. I said number 1 is pantheism. And I said pantheism believe there is God. But in pantheistic view, they believe everything is God and God is everything. So long as you are interacting with something, that thing holds a meaning. And because it holds a meaning, it is God unto itself. And that view is erroneous because everything is not God. Rather, there is a God of everything. Are you following this? And then we said after the pantheistic view, we have the dualism view. And the dualism view believes that God is 2 opposite forces that has always been in contention with itself. So they have good and evil. They have light and darkness. So as far as they are concerned, anything in this world has an opposite. And that opposite is a contrast. Those 2 forces opposing themselves, to them is God. So it's good and evil that controls how we think. So good and evil must be God. If you do wrong, you feel bad. If you do good, you feel right. So that operation of good and evil in itself is a force. So it's a type of God. That's how they believe it. So that is called dualism. And then we have what we call polytheism. Polytheism believes everything is not God, but there are many gods. And I gave you an example of the Greek mythology that has several gods, from Zeus to Ares to Helena, and so many of those gods. There's a God for everything. God of thunder, God of fertility, God of beauty, God of anger, God of death. So anything that is a major factor in life, there's a God watching over it. That's the polytheistic view. And I'm told that the Hindus have over 2 million gods. No wonder they are over 1.6 billion, because they will need a lot of gods for that. Glory to God. So there's polytheistic view, and then there is the view called deism. Deism believes there is God but is absent. So it's a belief system that suggests or postulates an absentee God. What does that mean? It is the power and principle of God that runs creation. But in essence and in being, God is not part of creation. So it's like God created the world and went on a journey and allowed the world to be regulated by his power and his principle. He's not part of creation. So they believe in an absentee God. And then finally we have the monotheistic view. And I said the monotheistic view is the view that believes there is what? One God. And that is where Christians belong. However, I said it's not enough to just carve your niche as a monotheistic person. Because not only Christians, there are several other religions that also believes in one God. And many people make the mistake to say all of us are serving the same God. And so now they are even trying to advance for one world religion. That thing is from the pit of hell. Anybody who supports it is part of the Antichrist agenda. We are not all serving one God. The God we are serving is all by himself. He said, I am God and I'm God alone. There's none beside me. And that God has a way he manifested himself. Any other being that is worshipped who does not manifest himself like him is not our God. So please don't go into political correctness. Don't go into under the pressure of being accepted by everybody. And then you come to sit with a Muslim, a Jew, a Sikh, or a Mahurat, how do they call it now? You'll sit on the same table and say all of us are serving the same God. We are not all serving the same God. The God we serve is one God, but he has character. He has qualities. He has attributes. He has mode of manifestation. And for you who is a Christian, you must understand everything about your God so that you are not swept into the crowd to assume we are serving the same God and you encounter a spirit that you don't know. Are you following this?